Builder just got secretly released from jail. Sources are confirming that Chud the Builder has been quietly released from Montgomery County Jail in the dead of night after weeks of them trying to bury him with $1 million bond and ridiculous restrictions. The system couldn't hold him back any longer. This changes everything. They wanted him silenced. They wanted him broken. But the people rose up. The pressure got too heavy. And now Chud is back on the streets. Is this the beginning of his biggest comeback yet? Or are they already planning their next move to take him down for good? The deep state is panicking. Free speech warriors are celebrating. This is the moment the mainstream media doesn't want you talking about. Drop a like if you stand with Chud. Comment free Chud below and turn on notifications because part 2 with the full story drops in the next hour. You do not want to miss this.
So the clown stuff is just continues to go on. So now there's rumors that Chud the Builder has been released from prison. We know that he's been locked up for a couple months now, ever since he powed a black man in the stomach down there was in Tennessee. You know, everybody saw the videos. He was going around antagonizing black people, walking up to black people. You know, whenever he would get in confrontations with them, he would mace them, or he would call them the N-word to their face. The state of Tennessee, the police department down in those different cities that he was going to, they all should be held responsible and liable. They should all be sued by that man's family who was powed because they watched this and did nothing. There's a such thing as free speech, but not when you antagonize or you use it in reference to racism. And he was doing this. He was calling black people racial slurs and antagonizing them to cause a problem, right? And in that came a crime. So now he's been arrested. He was given a very high bail. His supporters been trying to get him out of prison, but now we're hearing that he may have been released from prison. Now we know that lying behind Jake Lane, he went online and he said this.
We are outside Chud the Builder's courthouse. His official name, Dalton Etherly. I'm here with his whole family. We are fighting for his bond. This was his final attempt to be able to receive bond. And guess what? They gave him a 2-week continuance. This is 2-tiered persecution. White men have no rights in the state of Tennessee for self-defense. Some rabid black man attacked him outside the courthouse and he had to defend himself. Now we're facing a 2-tiered persecution where they won't even grant him bond over walking out of a restaurant when they kicked him out for not paying a bill. This is ridiculous Democrat persecution. Dalton Etherly is officially a political prisoner being held in abhorrent conditions of confinement. He is being held in solitary confinement, not even let out of his cell, I think only 2 hours a day. He's getting out right now. He's being tortured. They're trying to make him take a plea deal, but Dalton's remaining firm. We need to stand up. President Trump, the Department of Justice, this is persecution. Amen. This is political persecution. We need to stop this right now. Free Dalton. Free Chud.
Fight.
We are in downtown Nashville right now where my brother Chud the Builder is in his final bond hearing. He's being persecuted for being a white man who defended himself versus a violent black assailant. His bond has been set at $1.25 million when the Carmelo Anthony only $250,000. This is the definition of 2-tier justice. We have to stand against it. The Democrat persecution of Christians must end today. Free Chud!
So he had no bail for a long time, but then he was given like a $1 million bail, and they was trying to get him out where he raised a lot of money on his gifts and go, but they said that you couldn't use that money because you can't collect money while you're fighting a criminal case. But then he had like this $1 million gambling company try to get him out, right? I mean, this is crazy because everybody knows what he's locked up for, right? Everybody knows what he's been locked up for. They've seen what he's done. But again, this goes to show you just how racist this country still is and why we can't compare ourselves to W folks, because they control the institutions. They control the corporations, right? They control the systems that's set in place, right? And even when somebody like a Chud the Builder can do this, they have people that come out in full support of them. They won't get any condemnation. They're not condemned for it. They're coming out in droves to support this man. Now, the rumors haven't been confirmed, but there are already these cowboys coming online saying that he's going to be released as soon as Monday, right? They've gotten him out. Now, mind you, he's not supposed to be doing anything on social media while he's fighting this case from another case that he had in regards to a crime, right? Now, when everybody was talking about that he may be getting out, Chud the Builder posted something somewhere where it said no comment. Now that right there can have if he's getting out, can have everything revoked and send him back to prison, because he's not supposed to be saying anything online, anything. But they've made this guy like this martyr, like he's the symbol for W men and W power and all this stuff, man. This guy was going around antagonizing people, man, and then he said the end game would be an unalive chimp on the ground. That's what he said. He got people running around here now talking about stop chimping out and all these things, and he got these cowboys talking like this.
I know y'all aren't familiar with the grieving process, but the first stage of the grieving process is denial. So you'll notice in the comments, you've got a bunch of ookabukas. No, he's still in jail. Shock and denial. That's the first stage. Next will be anger. You'll be like, "Whoa, we're gonna get him. We're gonna pull up on him. We're gonna find him." And then you're gonna go through the bargaining stage. "Oh, he's gonna go right back to prison. He ain't gonna beat this case." This is how you bargain this out. Finally, you're gonna go through depression, because we won. We won. We've taken our country back. This is the first step. Then after depression, then y'all can recover.
And I want y'all to understand something. The corporations, the media, everybody sees and hears this. They agree with these people. If not, they would shut them down. They would immediately shut them down. They agree with it. Those January 6ers, all those that stormed the Capitol, yes, this is what it is. This is the American way, right? So there's a lot of people that agree with Chud. There's a lot of people going around copying Chud. A lot of Hispanics going around trying to be the new Chud the Builder. We just saw what happened in Austin, Texas, when that guy got hands and feet put on him, right? Because he's going around imitating Chud the Builder. Then he pop up in California, right, in LA, right, talking the same smack, talking the same talk. This is what it is. This is your commander-in-chief. He ran on this idea of make America great again and pulling out all these people coming out from under their, coming out from the closets and everywhere else, bringing all that old school racism out with them, right? So there's an avenue, and they open up a door for it to be a Chud. But listen, I don't know if this dude is Mexican. I don't know what this guy is, but he is very excited. Check my Urban Nerd, one of my Urban Nerd shirts. He's very excited. He's very excited that Chud may be coming home.
So yes, breaking news, Chud the Builder has made bond. He will be released Monday, I believe. So God is good. He will never spend another day in jail, mark my words, because he's going to beat that case. So, all that free work, huh? What do y'all got to say now? Also, one other thing, where are all the American men in Dearborn, Michigan? Like, why is there only one or two Americans that aren't even from there and almost getting stoned by Muslim gangs? Like, turn the flicks off and go for something. Wake the fuck up. Like, what is going on down there?
Now, in the time of social media where everything just comes and goes real fast, if he does get out, he can't do social media, he can't come outside. Who's gonna be talking about Chud 6 months from now? They're gonna move on to the next thing, man, the next grift. They're gonna move on, right? Chud will be an afterthought, and Chud's gonna go to court. He's gonna be sentenced for powering a black man, and it may be under a federal hate crime. It could go that way, but we know that if he is coming out like these clout chasers, they're gonna move on to something else. There's gonna be something else going on. He's not gonna have support if these people can't make money off of him. If they can't grift him and grip those videos to make money, to draw people in, nah, it ain't gonna happen. They're gonna lose interest in Chud the Builder very fast because they care about the commerce that's surrounded around Chud. Chud in jail is not good for him, right? So that's just the way I see it. They're gonna move on from Chud, man, real fast, man. Especially if he definitely gets out and he can't do nothing. He got to sit still and just fight his case. They not supporting Chud. And I can see that. That last guy talking, I don't know what that dude was, man. Right? But we've seen Mexicans come out and imitate Chud and going around harassing black people. It's like, this thing is real crazy, man. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, they're saying that as of tomorrow, he might be home. All right? Tomorrow. If y'all made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.